boys and girls. Years 3 to 6, this video is especially for you. We hope you've all had a peaceful and a blessed Easter and had a chance to spend some special family time together over the holidays. We're getting really excited about starting back our learning in Term 2, but before the term commences, we wanted to update you with some of the changes that are happening to the way remote learning is happening this term. We're still really committed to providing a safe, secure learning environment for everybody. That's parents, teachers and children. At the end of Term 1, Catholic Education let us know that we would need to move to a platform called Microsoft Teams to use for all of our video conferencing. So this term we're going to commence using Microsoft Teams, but use it in conjunction with Google Classroom, which most of you are familiar with. Together, these platforms will help us have a teaching and learning hub where teachers can still use the application and websites that they're familiar with and are used to, and together they will enhance your learning for this term. They'll also help you come together and collaborate, stay connected with each other and share your learning.
First, we're going to look at what it's like to use Microsoft Teams. You're able to work in Microsoft Teams either through the website directly or the downloaded app. It's an easy process to download Microsoft Teams. Just follow the prompts on the screen as I'm doing now. Once downloaded, it makes it quick to access and get started each day. If you're using a Chromebook, you will not be able to download the Microsoft Teams app. You will need to use the web version. Don't worry though, it works almost exactly the same and certainly just as well. Let's look at what it'll look like on your screen. Although we will predominantly be using this Teams for our online class meetings and group video conferencing, we'll also use it to make communication between teachers and students more efficient. Now I'm going to show you what my Microsoft Teams page looks like. At present, the CE hasn't finished uploading all students into Microsoft Teams, but when it does, your page will look very, very similar. When you log into Microsoft Teams, you will notice our class team down here on the left-hand side. This one says 5-6 Blue. And then within that class team, if you click on that, there are a number of channels, or basically subheadings. We use these channels for different reasons. You'll find one channel there called Important Questions. This is where you'll ask any question you have for your teacher about your learning. We're not going to use Google Classroom any longer to ask these questions. That's different from last term. So remember, all questions you need to ask your teacher come through here, the Important Questions channel on Microsoft Teams. Now, just before I show you how to ask your questions, I'm going to go into these 3 dots to the right of the heading here, and I'm going to pin this channel. That's simply going to move it to the top of my page so that I see it straight away when I log on each time. This Important Questions channel is easy to use. Just click on the channel and then you can type your question in the chat feed below. Teachers will come to this channel every day to check what questions there are and respond to them. This will make it much easier for teachers to be able to respond to you, as all important questions will be located in the same place, rather than us having to sort through our long trail of emails every day to find your questions and then respond. To help all of us work more closely and efficiently, it's really important to ensure you only ask important questions here. It's not for general chit-chat, hellos and non-necessary comments. So please don't post those. When posting questions, it's important that you don't expect teachers to respond immediately. For a large portion of the day, usually the first half of the day, teachers will be involved in online video meetings and conferences, supervision and other duties. It's likely that they will not be able to respond to you straight away. You will need to allow them some time. If possible, teachers will respond to you on the same day that you post your question, but if your question does come later in the day, they might not be able to get to it until the next day. If you come back to the left-hand side of the page to our general class team, you will see that there are also some other channels down below. Another of these channels is called Class Video Meetings. Each day when your class has its scheduled video check-in, you'll be able to click here and directly join the meeting online. These meetings will happen at the same time each day, and you will be notified when they're on. These whole class meetings are important as your teacher will check in with you and explain important parts of upcoming learning to you. It will also be an opportunity for you to see your classmates and to come together as a class group. But remember, these online class video meetings are compulsory. Going back over to the left-hand side to our general class team. If you come across the page, then you will notice a series of tabs along the top of your screen. One of these tabs will be Google Classroom. When you click on this tab, you'll be taken straight to our Google Classroom, where all of your learning for the day will be found. If you're using a Chromebook, this may not work. If it doesn't, don't worry. You just need to go out and access Google Classroom in the same way that you would normally do that. Within Google Classroom, the first thing you will need to complete each morning is your daily check-in. I know Year 5-6 you'll be aware of how this works as you became familiar with it at the end of last term. This check-in Google form is very important to complete as it gives teachers an indication of how you're feeling and generally how you're doing. It also acts as our class roll, so we know who is online and who is learning for the day. If this check-in form is not completed, you will be marked absent from school, so please try and complete it by about 9 o'clock each day. This term we'll be organising all your learning and resources for the day within one page or a tab on Google Classroom. If you look here under the heading Topics, you will notice Term 2 Week 1 Monday as an example. Each day you will just click on the appropriate daily tab within this topics area. Here you will find a description of your learning tasks, and then below you can access all the resources you will need, whether they be templates to type into, worksheets, video links, or online activities such as Study Ladder, Maths Online, or Duolingo. If we require you to complete a worksheet or a template, you will have access to your own copy of this document. Here you'll be able to type directly into it, and then teachers will be able to provide you with feedback here. And also, we can clearly see who has completed this task. This keeps all student work for each task in one easy to locate place. Now let's have a look at what that might look like for you for the day. So if we go into Week 1 Monday, we have a series of activities listed there. The first one is literacy, and it's about setting up your spelling, selecting your quote words, writing these in the spelling template, completing your partner test, and then doing your critical features and syllables task. If you scroll down below, the first attachment you see there is spelling activities. If I click onto that document, it comes up and I have everything that I need there, my quote words to choose from and my spelling activities to select from as well. There's some further literacy activities, listening to a video of myself reading our class novel Urbana Bold. There's a reading response task. Again, that task is down here below. By clicking on the link, it comes up there for you to complete. Activity 2, we've got some numeracy tasks there. There will generally be an integrated or inquiry unit task and maybe a specialist subject or sport task for you each day. We're aiming for about 3 hours of learning, but remember, you can pace yourself throughout the day. You can use the suggested timetable as a guide, but if that doesn't work for you, make adjustments for you and your family so that it's an easier process for you and you feel more comfortable in your learning. So as you can see, there'll be some changes with the introduction of video conferencing and meetings using Microsoft Teams, but we'll continue to use Google Classroom as our main method of access to your learning experiences and resources. We've tried to keep that the same so that you're feeling more comfortable and more ready and able to jump into your learning for Term 2.
We're hoping that this new streamlined approach, which uses Microsoft Teams and Google Classroom, will help you to feel comfortable and at ease with your learning from home. Remember, this remote learning is new to all of us. We understand that families are in a range of circumstances with lots of parents juggling working from home with trying to help you, their children, with your learning. This is not easy, so please don't stress. Use the suggested timetable as simply that. It's a guide for your learning, and it can be flexible. You can fit your learning in over the day or days as suits you. Please remember to contact us if you have any queries or problems. We're here to support you and to help you. Years 3 to 6 teachers are really missing you, and we can't wait to see you online and then later back at school when it's safe for everyone. Thanks. Bye for now.